So the veins of the upper limb. So veins of the upper limb, it divides into the two groups, that is the deep and the superficial veins. So deep veins that follows the course of the arteries. So it includes from lower to upper side, that is the palmar metacarpal veins. Here in this diagram you can see that is the palmar metacarpal veins, deep palmar venous arch, ulnar and the radial vein, the brachial vein. So here you can see that is the radial vein and this is the ulnar vein. Then the brachial vein, this one, then the axillary vein, and then it is drained into that the subclavian vein. So that is here the dark color, it shows that is the deep veins of the arm, forearm and the hand. After then we should have to see that is the superficial veins. So superficial veins begins in the hand and consist of that is the lateral side. Here you can see that is the cephalic vein, this one, the large vein, then the basilic vein. So here you can see that is the basilic vein, then the median cubital vein, here you can see that is, and the median vein. Okay? So these are the venous drainage of the upper limb. So let's start first superficial vein, that is the cephalic vein. So here you can see that is the cephalic vein, this one. So the starting of the cephalic vein, so in this diagram you can see that is the starting. So it is the vein which begins at the continuation of lateral end of the dorsal venous arch. So here you can see that is it starts from the lateral end of the dorsal venous arch. So this one. Then it crosses the roof of anatomical box and ascends on the radial border of the forearm. So here in this diagram you can see this one. Then continue upwards in front of the elbow along the lateral border of the bicep and pierce the deep fascia at the lower border of the pectoralis major and runs in cleft between the deltoid and the pectoralis major. So let's start the superficial veins of the upper limb. So first it is the cephalic vein. So here you can see that is the cephalic vein, this one. So the origin of the cephalic vein, that is it begins at the continuation of the lateral end of the dorsal venous arch. So here in this diagram you can see that is this is the dorsal venous arch and it starts from the lateral end of the dorsal venous arch, this one. Okay? It collects blood from the complex of the superficial veins. It winds around the radial side here and anterior aspect of the forearm. So here in this diagram you can see anterior aspect of the forearm. Then in front of the elbow here it gives a large branch, that is the median cubital vein. So here you can see this is the median cubital vein which goes upwards and median to join with the basilic vein. So this median cubital vein that should be goes upwards and join to the basilic vein. After crossing the elbow, cephalic vein lateral aspect of the arm and the front of the shoulder and it joins to that the axillary vein. So here you can see that is enters and joins with the axillary vein. So that is the cephalic vein. After then we should have to see that is the basilic vein of the upper limb. So throughout its length, that the cephalic vein it receives the deoxygenated blood from the superficial tissue on the lateral aspect of the hand, forearm and the arm. Okay? After then we should have to see that is the basilic vein. So here in this diagram you can see that is the basilic vein, this one. So basilic vein, this one. So here basilic vein, here in this diagram you can see that is the basilic vein. So the basilic vein, it is begins at the continuation of the medial end of the dorsal venous arch. So here in this diagram you can see that is the dorsal venous arch, and that should be starts from the medial end of the dorsal venous arch. Okay? Then it runs upwards along the back of the medial border of the forearm. So here you can see. Okay? Then it ascends upwards and on the medial side of the forearm and the arm. Okay, and then it's finally joins with the axillary vein. So here you can see that is the axillary vein, this one, this is, you can see, this is the axillary vein. So it ascends upwards and then joins with the axillary vein. So there are many small veins linked with the cephalic and the basilic vein during its course. Okay, after then we should have to see that is the median cubital vein. So this one. Okay. So median cubital vein, that should be arises from the cephalic vein and it obliquely goes upwards and the medial side of the in front of the elbow, and it is joins with the basilic vein. So that is the medial cubital vein, and clinically this medial cubital vein, that is very much important because many intravenous injection and the IV salines that should be given through that the median cubital vein. After then we should have to see that is the median vein of the forearm. So this one. So the median vein, it is the small vein that is not always present. It begins at the palmar surface and ascends on in front of the forearm and ends into that the basilic vein, this one. Okay, so that is the superficial venous drainage of the upper limb. So after completion of the superficial venous drainage of the upper limb, let's see that is the venous drainage of the deep veins. So deep veins that accompanies the three groups of veins, that is first called the veni comitans, which accompanies the large veins, which is related with the radial vein, the ulnar vein and the brachial vein, which are in relation with the radial, ulnar and the brachial arteries. The second vein, that is the brachial vein. These are two present, one on each side of the brachial artery, and the third one, that is the axillary artery, this one. Okay, so firstly we should have to see that is the veni comitans. So veni comitans, it should be forming that is the radial vein and the ulnar vein, which is same like the course of the radial and the ulnar artery. Then second one, that is the brachial vein. So this one. So these are the two small vein which is present, one on each side of the brachial artery. Then they joins with the axillary vein. So here you can see it joins with the axillary vein at the lower border of the teres major muscle, and the medial one generally joins with the basilic vein. So here you can see that is the basilic vein. So medial brachial vein, that is generally joins with the basilic vein. After then we should have to see that is the axillary vein. So this one. So the axillary vein, it begins the continuation of the basilic vein. So here you can see that is the basilic vein and it is the continuation of that is the basilic vein at the lower border of teres major muscle, and it runs through the axilla. So the name is given, that is the axillary vein, and passes apex to the continuation of the subclavian vein. So this axillary artery, it goes upwards and then it is continuous as the subclavian vein. So in this way, that is the venous drainage of the upper limb in the deep region that should be occurs. That is the radial vein, the ulnar vein, the brachial vein, then the axillary vein, and then it is drained into that the subclavian